Three, two, one. Dreaming I am reality. And if you are dreaming reality, are you ready? UFOs, ET, truth. People can handle it. So today is August 21st, 2020. And I'm in California. It's 9:45 approximately p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And like all the days before, I'm asking the same things. What is real and what is lies? All you need is to be ready. That's my thought for the day. So, can the people handle the truth? You know, ET and UFOs. Truth. I say they can. The problem is they don't want the truth. And I'll come back to that as I get into my whole thought on the topic. I thought I'd share a few pictures first. These are, and they're not UFOs. This is around noon, yesterday or day before, and the smoke. Couldn't see any blue sky, and the sun was particularly red. This is in the evening, that same day in the evening, and yeah, it's pretty thick, and you can definitely see that glow action going on. And there's a bird that was on the lines that I zoomed in on. So yeah, a lot of fires going on. I'm sure it's in the news. There's quite a few fires here in California. Moving on. So, I am going to be putting up, I don't know how many I'll put up. I was planning to put this first one up tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I'm doing some adjustments. And so yeah, we'll see, maybe, but in the near future, one way or the other. And putting this to rest. And I want to put a stream of thoughts out there that I've come to rest. I'm not searching for an answer. I have enough information to make those necessary adjustments. Anyway, my first episode is to begin or not to begin. And to sum it up, I guess I want to put to rest for me, the question of not so much how did all of this begin, and by this I am making reference to the universe that I'm in, and we're all in. The planets, the galaxies, all of it, here. I am speaking because that question, just like from a layman's point of view, if you look at the Big Bang, take the Big Bang, you have this beginning. Okay, to begin, what was before that? What was before that? It's an endless question. An end. Is there an end? Must be if there's a beginning. Anyway, there it is. That's my plan. That's what I've been doing. One of my projects, I guess. I still am working on a book of sorts, I guess. Dealing with New Man in You, M-A-N. Anyway, need to move on. Finish up my thoughts here. I always like to remind everyone that it's time to wake up, stand up, and speak up while you can. Vote. I've never voted. I did a stream a couple weeks back, talked about this and the why and all that good stuff, so I'm not going to get into that here now. I am going to vote for the first time, though, this year. And something in the throat. I highly recommend that everybody vote. If you watch my stream, you'll hear me say those very words. Everybody should vote. So yeah. Okay. So now that everybody's awake and standing and hopefully finding the courage to speak up, they are preparing to vote. And with that, let's get this show started. Hello, my name is Joseph, if you didn't know. This is my channel, Dreaming Reality with God and music. I like to add that into the mix. Music is important. It soothes the soul. I'd like to think any soul. I hope everybody is well as can be, and you find a moment from time to time in this crazy situation we are all in to smile with sincerity. So, looks like I need to work with my lighting there. Oh yeah. I'm phasing in and out of realities there. I've already started, so no time to play with that. I'll just think of it as the phasing, in and out. So the truth, people can handle the truth. UFOs, ET, any and all of it that pertains to the topic. People can handle it. I do believe they can. That is not the problem. The problem is the people. I want to clarify in my description. To this video I added they. I said they, which was a reference to us. The people don't want to know. So let me back that up. Why I think that the people don't want to know. So look at what's going on in the world all around, okay? Especially for me here in the United States, because this is where I live. It's in your face. Truth is no longer, if you had a scale, the balance is not there. No longer is it in balance. Truth and untruth. What is happening, and it's clear in your face, if you're awake. I'll add that in. If you're awake. Sorry. I wanted to keep going, and now I'm already, just because this whole situation we are in is the most mind-boggling thing. I never wanted to imagine. They don't want to know. And we, the people, are not allowed to tell the truth. We're not. The truth in this day and age gets you in trouble, gets you banned. Get you banned. I'm not going to spend my time here going through that. My conversation, my time is with those who are awake and they know what's going on in the world. Our rights are being removed. Now let's defund the police, right? That's a characteristic of this whole untruth. Has become the norm, because there is none, absolutely zero logic to defunding the police. And I say that as a believer, a long time believer. I've shared this thought over years with a person here and there, that I believe in a time where there are no police. I do. But not in the way that it is coming about in the minds of some. I imagined a world where there was no need for police. This time right now, today, yesterday, and tomorrow, there's a need. There's an absolute need. It's nuts. It's crazy out there. There's no logic. I don't want to say there's no logic. There's plenty of logic. There's plenty of people out there that are awake. But there are, like, that scale that's tipping. The numbers of those who have chosen to think they're awake. Because I think these people think they're awake. But they're in some, like a trance. It's from all the programming. Constantly bombarded with TV, your phone, it's all over. The truth. This is all about truth, right? UFOs, ET, it has been since 1947. You want to talk about a crashed UFO in Roswell? All those I can't say all, but there are many of those involved who I think would say that the most important thing in their mind was the truth be known. That's why it happened. Now on that whole thing of crashed UFOs, let me just say this. This is a thought I wrote down. Whatever this is, it's so far removed from any idea of a being, any being. Okay, why? That's like the first question someone would ask. Why? Because it's outside the boundaries of being. It doesn't succumb to the laws that govern us and those that we govern over. It just simply does not. This intelligence is so far removed. I don't see baby steps occurring. Contact, people think of contact and ships sailing in and landing, and somehow there's this co-mingling that begins. I don't see that. Because I don't think that that's possible. I think that that a mind gets to a certain point when you either allow a wall to be put up subconsciously because you choose to set a boundary where you cannot cross over. You can't go there. This intelligence. Back to the Roswell thing, a crash. I don't see the crash as an accident. Let's just go on. This is something that happened, an event that took place. I don't see it as an accident. I don't see our radar interfering or anything like that caused this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have higher expectations of that event. Because I feel that this intelligence, that it's so far removed that nothing has an effect on it from we have no effect on it. We can't affect it. So no accidents. It was intentional, part of the grand design. It was time. We were ready to begin that next step. Which brings me back to the steps, and the next step is not going to be a baby step. Again, the UFOs sailing in, and over this period of time we begin to incorporate ourselves into this new reality in a sense. That's not going to happen. That's just not. I think that the next step is just, it's so huge. And it's very mental. It's a very mental thing. Why? Because it's time for us to make that step. Life, I have a sneaky suspicion, has been asking itself in whatever way it could possibly communicate. I don't care what animal, whatever life, from the very beginning, began its course, its movement through this time, this space, asking itself, what am I? And it's taken all these years, time, to get to this point where we are now, which for the most part I think we can handle it, the truth. The problem is, what is that? With truth comes great responsibility. There's no clearer way to express that. How many people live with that just buried in them, a part of them? In every action, every movement, they carry that notion with them. Not many. I really don't think one can say that there's a overwhelming number of people that do. I'd like to say that, but I don't think so. Truth. We can handle the truth. We don't want the truth. We don't. People want what they want. Not the truth. Truth hurts. That's why it's being censored, removed, leading to people being banned from the public. All these social media platforms, which stand for the public, which I don't see that. I just don't. I'm not impressed with this new ideology of the way things are. But it makes sense if the message that's being impressed upon the people, the truth. You can't talk about truth. Not those things you think are truth. You can only talk about those things that have passed the inspection and are deemed worthy of being repeated. But if you have an original thought, a new thought, a different way of looking at this one way, then no. Not happening. How long have I been going here? What do you think? Can you handle the truth? Or do you want the truth? Do you really want the truth? I hope so, but I can hear all those voices. No, people don't want the truth for many reasons. Some people, they're scared of the truth. Bad. The truth is bad. It will hurt you. Hurt one to know the truth. I will say this, as far as my truth in relation to this whole idea of ET, UFOs, my truth is that they're here. I say they, as in plural. And see, it's hard because while I feel this presence, and I can easily refer to it as they, I always am, like I always remind myself that whatever it is, they are all on the same page, and there's an overwhelming oneness. One. That's their mantra. Its mantra. One. That's another stream, though. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that matter, that issue, the UFOs and ETs and the truth. Can you handle the truth? You can't handle the truth, and I don't think that's the issue. It's not about whether we can handle the truth. It's about whether we want the truth. And right now, more than ever, it is very apparent that we don't. Because there's so much craziness going on right now. I mean, take the mayor of Chicago. That's Lori Lightfoot. LL, double L. Whom I will say this, maybe it's bad of me, but I get to see her so often, her face, and in the beginning I would see her pop up on whatever I was watching, to somebody discussing her and whatever it was she was saying or doing, and every time I would see her I would think, she reminds me of somebody. Just there's this familiarity that I've seen this person before. And one day, in my YouTube playlist there, somebody had video up, and it pertained to her, and the thumbnail had a picture of Michael Keaton, Beetlejuice, picture of him as Beetlejuice, and I broke out in laughter. I couldn't help myself because it was like a light bulb went off, and I could now begin a new search that search was over. That was it. That was it. Just that kind of pale, pasty face and the darkness, real dark, and the hair action going on. Her, the person that says that she needs to have her hair done at a time when she's telling all of her citizens in her city that no, those places are all shut down and you are not allowed to get your hair cut, but I need my hair cut. I'm the mayor. Maybe I shouldn't make a big thing out of it, but you know what? I thought she was a citizen first and foremost. That one just boggled my mind, but that woman just on and on and on continues to boggle my mind. And her latest thing is that you can protest, BLM and all that good stuff. You can protest, just you can't do it on her block because these protests are apparently expanding, and which she doesn't have a problem with, but just not in her neighborhood. Yeah. I mean, what the? Yeah. I'm queen here. Don't you understand, people? This is my castle. And I'm going to protect it. And I'm going to use your money to pay for any security, police, whatever that is needed to prevent any protesting on my block. You can go protest over there. That block over there, that's fair game. Block over here on this side, fair game. Just not right here. It's absolutely ludicrous. Again, you are being trained to accept untruth as the norm. Because there's nothing factual, truthful, beneficial coming out of that woman's mouth on that matter, and the hair matter for that matter. Now I'm going to get going here. Let some of that frustration out before I shut this stream down. It's absolutely crazy. For instance, I was out front with a neighbor. We were waiting for the mail to come through, and a man walked up. He commented on my shirt. I'm wearing my dinosaur shirt. And, cool shirt, that kind of thing. And he proceeded to walk in and go down the long hallway where the units are, apartments. And the other neighbor asked the guy, "You looking for somebody? What's you don't belong there." And trying to remember what he said. Whatever he said, it didn't make any sense. And he kept going, walking. He walked all the way down to the very end where there's another door that you can walk out, which he did. And he stood there outside the door, and you can leave the premises that way. And there's another fence, and you can go through that and leave. But he didn't go that way. He went the other way. So at that point, I took it upon myself to walk all the way to the back, because he doesn't belong there. He doesn't need to be there. People, they crap and piss. They don't care. I care. So I went back there to see what's up. And if that's what he's doing, he's definitely going to get a piece of my mind on the matter. He's standing there, and he's got a cup, and he's getting something out of his pocket, and I tell him, I try to be as nice as I can, as real as I can. I'm not there to create a bond with this person. I say to him, do you mind moving onward? And by now, he's pouring some kind of liquor. I don't know if it was whiskey, brandy, I don't know. It was like a little fifth, little bottle, flask, whatever, into a cup. And he just is like just standing there for a moment in silence, just tending to his drink, that he's getting ready to drink it. And I'm just, so I said to him again, you need to go, you need to move onward. And he makes this facial gesture, kind of like I'm the one with the problem for even bringing any of this up to him, and proceeds to tell me that he's gonna go. He lives right over there, and he points. And then he proceeds to say he's having a spiritual, I don't know what exactly he called it. And between that and the whole facial expression, I reacted with, no, That's what I said to the guy. I was vocal at this point, letting him know, no, you need to get going, and good for you and your spiritual revelation. I hope it's all you're looking for, but you need to finish it. And I'm pointing the direction to leave, and I am some expletives in there to round out my thoughts, my words. I wasn't impressed or thrilled. And maybe I'm just highly agitated by all the violence that's going on in the world that I see happening via the internet. And to have it be right there, I'm the kind of person that's not gonna, that ain't happening. I'm gonna go let this person know you need to go. Especially if you live right over there. That's where you need to be doing this. The spiritual, whatever he called it, while he's getting his drink ready to down. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, I don't want to get into that kind of a video. I want to kind of keep it to what I put out there, the thought. I am in black and white. I'm sure you noticed that. It is intentional. Just wanted to do something different, I guess. I suppose. So, is there anything else I wanted to put out there? I keep phasing in and out. No, I think I pretty much covered it. I mean, I could go on and on about all the things that are going on in the world, but I don't want to do that all in one of these. Get too long and then people don't want to watch. So with that, I'd like to say, be well. Keep an eye out for my Putting This to Rest series. I don't know how many, but at least a handful. And near future. So be well and smile.